Hey, free spirits. Another heat advisory today here in central Alabama at the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains. Wendy and Dave here. We are heading down the path again to set up our new rug. It's been way too hot all day. And we had errands, and so as far as the lights, if you guys saw our video the other day about the lights, we really like them. However, at least now with all of the leaf cover, there is not enough sunlight to light these things up to illuminate the path for any length of time. So they did not they did not last long. So we're going to have to, I don't know, come up with another plan. However, I will say also with autumn coming, all of this, of course, will be open. There'll be no leaves. But even the trees themselves create, of course, a lot of shade. So we're really not sure, if we're going to have to come up with a different plan for that. So, but other than that, the lights themselves are great, and they illuminate great, providing they get a proper amount of solar power. But that's with any solar light. So we did once again. We've been doing a lot of research about what kind of center carpet thing we wanted to put in here. And of course there's a lot of dust and dirt here and grass, and as you can see it's kind of messy. So we are going to unroll our new rug here and share with you guys what we like about it and why we got it. So stand by, because we're going to kind of pull everything out of here and put the rug in and show it off. So yeah, as most campsites, I'm sure, you can see how, dusty and dirty and this gets, and especially with our dog Abby, she's in and out of here, of course, bringing in everything. So as we prepare to move everything out, clean it up, we just wanted to show you our space here too. So the interior is 10 by 10. So that's what we wanted to do, is get something that fit right inside of there. And we looked at a lot of different things, deciding on just canvas and not canvas and all the other options. And so I think we're just going to give this one a try and see if we like it. I'm going to shake out these rugs. Yeah, and we're also always picking up hickory nuts and stuff underneath here. And of course, these pears, so it gets a bit messy in here. But we really, so far, really love the screened-in gazebo a lot. And we're looking forward to, spending more time in it, a lot more time, whether it's right here in our backyard or taking it places. And this is not a sponsored video at all. We just bought this, with our own money to see if we really like it. And if we don't, we appreciate everybody's YouTube videos out there showing us what they like, what they don't like about this. So, what do we get, Dave? We got the sand-free mat. This CGEAR sand-free mat. We saw a lot of RVers using it. They really seem to like it. It's very dry and dusty here right now too, and because this is where we had the tent before, which killed the grass. So now it's really pretty dusty.
There are RV versions, which I think are 8 foot wide in various lengths, and then you could also buy the original versions, which are 10 by 10, like 8 by 8, or there's a bunch of different sizes. So we got a 10 by 10
to fit inside of here.
To hopefully fit right inside.
And RVers have, obviously you guys have different needs too with the length of the RVs. And, and currently we are RV free, hence our RV free spirits also. And there's good reasons for that, and we'll share the rest of our story about that here soon. But yeah, currently we are tenting it And actually, we still watch RV videos all the time. Just got done watching some more today. Still looking at different RVs and deciding which route.
You want the orange side up?
Orange side up. Green side down. Okay, hang on. Okay, we're gonna unroll it. It's the texture is different than I expected. It's more of a mesh than soft, I guess. But I also want to feel what it feels like on my bare feet. Oh, and the D-rings. And there's D-rings on here so that you can secure them to the ground. And these are pretty, they look pretty nice and sturdy. And we're on a hill still. We're still on a hill. Actually, wow, that's pretty big. That's nice. Well, I mean, it is 10 by 10, but I think I need a little bit more room here. Yeah, in the chairs. And there was a couple of different colors, but it was like the other ones were blue, and we thought this one would look better with our setup. And we like orange. So here, I'll show you the texture kind of more close up here. And again, we really couldn't decide between, you know, canvas and plastic and oh, did I? Sorry about that. Oops, I pulled it. Sorry about that, Dave. And I think we are going to secure it to the ground just to keep it from, you know, being wrinkled. And so I really like that it has that.
And it doesn't come with stakes, but I have some handy dandy.
Extra stakes.
And somewhere.
How many?
I think my hammer's in the tent.
How many D-rings are there? 1, 2, 3,
well, a bunch.
Or 5 side. I think it looks like five on each side. Yeah, it looks like 5 on each side. And actually, it's pretty hot and humid still.
These are some massive stakes.
Wow, those are pretty nice. Yeah, so it's really hot and humid, and it's supposed to thunderstorm. It's getting really, really cloudy. So I'm not really sure if we're going to even be able to be out here tonight or not. And today happens to be, just on another happy side note, today happens to be, well, this weekend is the weekend that Dave and I met 5 years ago. So it's kind of a little celebration. So this is how we celebrate. How do you guys celebrate? We like to we get camping stuff and see how we can hang out more outside. We're actually more excited actually always we seem to be way more excited about doing this and hanging out outside and cooking outside than we do actually going to a restaurant. Well, you know, for lots of reasons, but how's that ground over there? It looks pretty hard. And it is still weird walking on this slope. It doesn't feel like much, but it's enough of a grade where it catches you off guard. It is kind of a slope. So we have actually been considering putting a whole platform here. Perhaps a wood platform. This is literally, if you're new, this is one of our challenges here on this property. That there really are no flat spots, like almost anywhere, except for right up at the house, and even that is not flat. Everything is graded for the water and the watershed and the water flow off of the mountain. This all goes up to a very large mountain up here, and it just, and we're technically at the bottom, so we get all the watershed. But yet the ground is so dry here. It's almost like it could pour and pour and pour, and there's like no sign that there had been a downpour. It's kind of interesting, but yet it's so subtropical here and hot and humid a lot in the summer. But we're certainly not complaining. We love the change of seasons. We love the mild winters here. But boy, I'll tell you, watching a lot of people's videos and having the heat stove, you know, I grew up north of Chicago, so yes, it gets pretty cold there. But yet I still have family there, and they're even saying how mild the winters have become up there. So I'm actually excited to go camping up there where I grew up, and right on the northeast corner of Illinois. And if any of you guys have been camping up there at Illinois Beach State Park, that's where I grew up, that area. Great America then came in, and really everything changed because it was very rural there. It was pretty much farmland, and Waukegan, that was a very, very, very big city, a bustling city, but really everything around it was just farmland, and still is for the most part. But yeah, I've never actually camped there at the campground, even though I grew up there. You know, I just never had the opportunity to go camping at the time. And now I'm excited to actually go camping back up there. So where are you guys from? Let us know. We're actually watching a YouTube video too. I was gonna say, I'll let you know the name of it. And he was exploring Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is where Dave grew up. What river is that, Dave, that you grew up on? Near?
Susquehanna.
Say that again? Susquehanna. Okay. And I grew up along Lake Michigan, right there at the Illinois Beach State Park, right on Lake Michigan. For the most part, I lived only about a mile or a little bit more off the lake. So yeah. And there's a lot of forest preserve up there. So I also spent as much time as I could, and brought my kids to forest preserves as much as possible. Just, you know, playing and walking and hiking and cooking out. But we never camped. So I'm excited to take this opportunity in my life now to do something different and camp, and a new stage in my life. Maybe some of you can relate to that. And it's never too late to start new, because every now is new. It's sort of our baby frogs. Awesome. And speaking of wildlife, if you guys watched our video about that rat, what I did discover several days ago when I was watching a video about somebody making some homemade insect spray, and I'll put a link to that video, and it includes cinnamon oil. And through my research, I discovered that rodents don't really like the smell of cinnamon. So I made up some cinnamon spray, and I'll give you guys, like I said, it came from the recipe from this guy. And forgive me, I don't remember the name of the channel at the moment. But yeah, I made some up and I sprayed it all around here. And actually, I had already done that. I had already sprayed all around here prior to that little incident. And so, because I had already thought of that, because of there's always a lot of mice around here. So interestingly enough, so then of course I sprayed everywhere. So like inside the house, inside the garage, inside the basement, and all the perimeter all the way around the perimeter and everywhere that, everything that they could possibly, I think, could climb on. I sprayed it. So I guess cinnamon's relatively toxic to mice. And I honestly never knew that. So I'd always rather take the prevention approach whenever possible, and the more natural approach. Well, that looks pretty good. How does it feel?
Well, I got shoes on it.
So we'll take off our shoes and see how it feels. But supposedly, everyone says that the sand falls right through. And, oh, we should have had, I should have had a handful of dirt. See?
No, I don't want to put dirt.
But we don't want to do, I don't really want to do that. But yeah, we'll see how it works. I see Dave's footprints over here, though.
Wet,
yep.
And this allows the water to just seep through and not pool up. It also allows the ground below to breathe. So in theory, any grass, you know, is not necessarily going to die right away. So one guy in the UK had the mat down for like 8 months, and the grass literally
grew all the way through it, and
which was an issue getting it out,
but he did it.
But yeah, it made it look almost like new.
Yeah. So thanks to everybody out there who shares shares their experiences, their likes and dislikes. So
I'm gonna put this all back together, and then we have some lights to put in, which we'll make on a separate video.
Yeah, we've been pretty excited about this because after being in here just a couple of times, we realized how dirty it really gets in here. So we'll see if it helps eliminate some of that and let you guys know. And again, we're just sharing our journey, what we like and dislike. There's things that I like and I dislike, even about the zero gravity chairs. So as we use things, just like all of us, we try things, they work, they don't work. We just like to share what works for us and why, and maybe it'll just help benefit somebody. Maybe it'll save you money. Maybe it, help somebody figure out where they want to spend the money. But yeah, so we're learning along the way, and we really appreciate everybody's sharings, your comments, your excitement. Really, it's just about the journey. It really is. It's just about sharing the journey. So thanks again, everyone, and we'll show you everything when it's all set up. And until then, remember, of course, there's joy in every journey. The word journey begins and ends with the word joy.